In this video, we're going to show you how to change out this door lock actuator. This is for the passenger side rear door. So it's on the very back door on the passenger side, which will be on your right side. This is very easy to do. Once I've done 1, 2, 3, I could probably do it in no time now. This part would be in about this kind of a position. Here's your door latch right here. See it right there? That's what locks your, that's what shuts your door. Okay, this piece opens it back up. Okay, when you have this screwed onto the car, about in this position right here, you'll look back around through the car door and you'll see this part right here. There's a threaded shaft that runs down through there that this is clamped down onto. Let's see if it'll clamp down on one that size. Okay, it will. Okay, when you see that, when you see this part right here with that shaft going down, this part right here goes up to where your door handle is, on the outside door handle. So in order to get this part out, you got to reach in here and you got to, this seems like it's backwards. Yeah, I think it goes this way, with this shaft sticking up like that. Anyway, whichever this way is turned, you got to reach in and pull this clip off. I think on mine it was facing the other way. Just release that, undo your screws, and then you'll see in the rest of the video of the door lock where you got to pull it down and get this part out. Then you have to unplug it. So that's real important to remember. Don't forget to, you can't get this part out. You cannot get this part out without undoing that clip right there. See that? There's a threaded rod that comes down that's connected to, that goes up to your door handle. Pop that loose, you'll be able to get it out. You'll have to unplug it before you can pull it completely out. This is on a 2008 Cadillac STS. These are about $32, $60, $75. I got mine on eBay. It's on the way. So it'll be here in a couple days and we'll get this video finished up. It's very simple as long as you know the steps to take it apart. Here's your 2 screw holes right here. Take this out of the door. That's what locks your door. That's what shuts your door. Right now I can't drive the car because this part is missing and the door won't even shut. It'll just be flapping in the wind going down the road. Of course that wind's not going to let it open anyway, but when you get to your store it's not going to be able to lock. Okay, today we're going to be working on a 2008 Cadillac STS. This one has the 3.6 V6 in it. And when you go to hit your remote, go to unlock your car, and the back door locks don't come up. Okay, and when you go to unlock your car, now it's locked. Go to unlock it and it won't pop up, and your car is still locked. Why is it doing that? Well, we're going to find out why. Seems like it does it. It's the worst in the summertime. The wintertime seems to work fine. Seems like it'd be the other way around. When it's warmer, you'd think everything would loosen up and work better. Actually, it's just the opposite. Try to unlock it again. Nothing. See, the car is still locked. Hit the unlock button. Nothing. And that'll work in the mornings when I first get in the car. But when you run around town, get ready to put something in the back seat, then it won't unlock. It's real aggravating. But we're going to take the door all apart, and we're going to find out why. Okay, I had to reach in from the inside to unlock it. So now we'll lock it back, and I'll show you the actuator's working. That's unlocked. Well, I won't even hardly pull it down now. But you can see it moving. Yeah, there's something going on there in there. We're gonna take this all apart. Take this door card off. Take it all apart, and we're gonna get in there and we're gonna see why. So I'll have to get some tools to get this door taken apart. Okay, and I also have it all pop loose on all your around there. Get a trim tool, pop it loose. Them are really hard to get out of there. Pop it loose. I even had to use that big heavy screwdriver. Get it pulled out of there. So now we're going to be able to take the door panel apart. Okay, right here on the STS, right here's where you pull the handle. You flip that little thing up and you'll see two screws under there. Undo them and we'll be able to get the door panel off. And you also got one right up in here by your door handle. Isn't that something? You spend $50,000 on a car and your chrome looks like that. Pretty sad. They might have saved $3. Okay, when you got the screws out of it, just pull up on it and it'll fall right down. Got all these white clips right here, and them things hold in there tight. So now we gotta see if we can't disconnect this thing. So I'll be right back and I'll show you what I did. Okay, you got this cable right here, this end right here. You got to turn this part so you can get it out. You got to turn it where this thing will pull up and you can pull it out. So that's how that works. You got to turn it so it'll drop in, and the cable will be over here coming in this way. But you got to turn it to get it up and out of there. So now we move on to the next step. This is your plug-in right here for your electronics, for your window, your module, and your door locks, your speaker. Everything plugs in right here. And here it is over here on the door. This right here. Gotta make sure we get that back in there. There's your speaker, all your controls, door locks, everything on there. So now we're gonna start working on this. Could probably take that metal piece there out, pull that out so we can get over here to the door locks. I can find very little on the internet about STS. Front doors, back doors, door locks. Very little things about STSs. A lot of CTS, but not STS. So I'm gonna have to make some more videos. This is one I've been wanting to get done because it works good in the wintertime and the summertime, and it's starting to get warm, and the door locks won't work on the back. This is it right here. This is part of your locking mechanism. So we'll have to unscrew these and pull it out that way. They're about $30 to $60, depends on where you find them. Okay, once you get that metal plate off, just pull this here back. That metal plate is just basically just your plug-in. And it's sealed in behind there, so keep the moisture out of it. Okay, and then you need a T30 to take these 2 bolts here off. And here's your door lock right here. Okay, then you want to get your cell phone, put some light in behind here. What you're going to look for is a yellow connector, and you just pull back on it and release it. I'll show you here in a minute. These are T30s. You disconnect them here, pull them out, you pull this out, and you gotta disconnect that yellow connector back there first. And then you drop this down, and then you disconnect this one, and then it'll come out. Then you disconnect your power right here. I've already pulled this apart just to show you how to do it. This right here is what I'm talking about. This will be snapped in there. There'll be a rod that goes down in there that goes on your outside door handle. Just reach in there and pop that out, release it, undo them screws, and you'll be able to drop it right down and get it out. And disconnect this one also, and you'll be able to pull the whole unit out. Now we're going to go in and order this part. So we're just going to temporarily put this back together. Got the door card back in the car there. And I'll take this part into the computer. Be nice if I go ahead and, I think I will go ahead and take all these parts off of it, so I don't have to take them into the house. I'll just lay them here in the floorboard. Okay, we got the part in the mail, and it's the wrong one. See the difference in connectors here? One's a 5-pin, and one's a, was that a 9-pin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8-pin. That was an 8-pin, and this one is a 5-pin. You see it in there. Anyway, this is the original one. And see, this one don't have the yellow part on it, because the front doors, this one goes to the front door. It don't have the little push-up knob on the front. It has the little light, remember? And this one also has the 8-pin connector. So one of these pins goes to the little light where your little push-up knob would be. So I'm gonna have to send this back. This ain't gonna do me any good, but I just want to show you the difference in them. See, if you get a big connector like this, it's for the front door. You need the one with a small connector like that one, so it'll fit in there. It's got to have this yellow piece on there too. So, got to send this one back. I've already got a return for it. So what I'm going to do, I've got a 2011 Cadillac parts car, and I just connected the battery, tested my back locks, and they work beautiful. So that's what I'm going to do next week. I'm going to take the door panels apart, and I will show putting it, I might show some of it taking it apart in the other car, and then I might definitely going to show it putting it all back together. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, we're well into this. We're pulling, this is my parts car. About ready to pull this part here out of there. Drop this down. There we go. This is the part we need. Really didn't want to put used ones in there, but can't seem to get what I need. Flip that thing back. That thing will pop off. Okay, there's our unit we need right there. Okay, we'll go stick this in the other Cadillac. We'll be good to go. Okay, here's the part we need. This one goes back in this car. First thing we'll do is plug it in. Plug it in like that. Shove that in where it locks in. Your connector goes on top. And this bin comes out where it'll go up in here. Okay, now we need to stick this up through here. Just like that. Stick your T30 bolts in there. Okay, going to tighten these down. Okay, snug them down good. Okay, that's looking good. Put our rubber piece back in there. Took that out to make it easier to go up in there. Okay, now we connect this piece in there. That's good. Now, we do not want to forget to connect our orange connector back here. You'll feel the rod. Just move it around. Might have to move that orange piece around a little bit. And I got the snap on there. Okay. We're gonna click it like that, like the door's shut. Now we're gonna, and it unlocked, or actually opened the door. So now we're gonna run this through this hole. Okay, is that everything on that? I believe so. That's got that orange connector. It's plugged in, and it's fastened over here. Yeah, you don't want to forget nothing. Okay, Now we'll stick our connector back on. Yeah, this is real easy to do. Just gotta take your time with it. Okay, I kind of touched on this for a minute, that I'm gonna do a complete interior swap on this car. Everything that's in this car is gonna go in my 2008, and this is a 2011. This is a parts car, and I love the leather look interior. It's really clean, really nice. So we're taking out the black interior. It's going to be a whole lot cooler in the summertime too. And hot black seats in the summertime, they do get hot. So I'm working on that video now, and it'll be out probably in a couple weeks or so. Okay. That all works. And now we're ready to put it on the door panel. Okay, now we're going to go back together with it. Yes, I know this is a black panel here. It went on my other car. This is my parts car. So what we're going to do is going to do an interior swap, and that will be in a later video. It's in production now. So what you want to do is grab this cable here, stick it down in the hole here, turn it, just stick it in there and turn it. Now we need to stick this thing here right in that hole. There we go. There we go. Now we need to try to line up our pins here. Set up over the window there. See, I think everything's done, I hope. You should be able to start popping it in now. Okay, now I got to put in our screws right here in the door handle. Okay, what I did on this one, this is my parts car, so I went ahead and put in the old parts in here. That's the parts that don't work. Well, they don't work in the summertime very good, but it does work in the wintertime. So we just need a way to shut this car up, lock it up, so it'll be fine. Now getting these screws stabbed in there is going to be fun too.